people are going to talk shit no matter what you do. So do whatever makes you happy.
Welcome to Do I Need This? We're two millennial moms figuring it out in real time.
This is a mix of shopping, life, and chaos. From impulsive buys to real conversations we usually keep to ourselves.
So the question is, do you need this or something more? Hi everyone, welcome back to Do I Need This? I am Jen.
And I'm Alexa.
And we're so glad that you guys are back for our next episode. We have a lot of fun topics. We've gotten a lot of good feedback on the recommendations. We've been asking for recommendations too, so we love that as well. What's been going on? What's been on your mind lately?
Well, to continue my tradition of things that I need people to stop doing. This is something that has been on my mind for quite some time. So let me preface by saying that I'm going to talk about filters, right? Filters on videos, on reels, on pictures. Now, I'm not a hater. You want to use a filter, by all means, do whatever you want. If it makes you happy, if it makes you feel good, live your truth. Do as you please. I applaud you. I'm not a filter girl. I don't like filters, but that's me. I respect everybody's right to use a filter. However, I have a bone to pick with people, influencers, anyone that is selling a product or promoting a service when you know that you're using a heavily filtered video, picture, reel. Why do I say this? It's happened to me twice already that I've ran into some people that I haven't seen in quite some time, but I keep up with them on my social media, on my feeds. And I'm like, holy shit, you look nothing like your reels. You look nothing like your videos, and you're trying to sell me a product. So this comes more from a marketing perspective, from an influencer perspective, also from an educated consumer perspective, because it's also our job to know what we buy or what we don't, right? But we're a society that gets heavily influenced, as
For
evidenced
sure.
by the name of our podcast, right? Do I need this? And to see people knowingly sell a product, whatever it may be, a service, I don't know, and you know that that person doesn't look like that, that feels really inauthentic to me, and that feels wrong, and I have a problem with that.
No, I agree. And I think, listen, I'm a salesperson's dream.
You are.
Run into me, like, I can be like, sell me anything. Like, when those
Mhm.
people come knocking at our door, my husband is like, please hide because you are going to buy like a filtration system for the entire neighborhood that's financed through us. But I, and I agree, I can get caught into something and really be influenced by like a product, like, oh my gosh, that foundation or whatever. And then see a different type of, uh, view of something or an unfiltered version and then say, "Oh my gosh, like that's not what that looks like." Like,
Yeah.
even right now, us being on the camera, like even our computers sometimes take on like, but again, we're not overly selling something that's, on our appearance right now. We may recommend products, but
Right.
there's a variety of influencers that I feel like definitely hone in on uh capitalizing on the ability of a product and them to make money and
Yeah.
then us falling for it.
Right.
And I agree. I've run into people before that I'm like, "Whoa, that is," or even someone I know, I'll see something and I'm like, "That's not what you look like." Like that's I'm friends with you. You don't look like that. And I get it. We all have our days, right?
Listen, on a personal level, knock yourself out. Filter,
Correct.
do whatever you want. I mean, whatever, if you're going on a dating site and you look nothing like that, but whatever, that's do you, babe. You know what I
Mhm.
mean?
Yeah.
But I think it's when it comes to selling and that kind of stuff that I have a problem with that because so many of us are vulnerable for lack of a better word. Like you said, like I'm ready to go buy the next thing just because somebody told me it was great, right?
Mhm.
And then you see that person later and I'm like, "Babe, you have filler. You have." And listen, I'm not above a good lighting, right? Like if I changed my lighting right now, I don't look different, but I'll look different, but I don't have a filter, or at least that I know
Mhm.
of. I don't think we do here.
No, we
But
don't because I turned it
to,
off.
okay, good. Because we would look amazing, right? But
Yeah.
that's not real, and I don't wanna portray something that I'm not, and if I do some shit, if I get some Botox or whatever, let's talk about it. I mean, again, you also don't have to share that, but I'm not
Yeah.
trying to sell you something. So that was just my little gripe this week. It's
Well,
not,
and
you
I
know?
think another thing is that people crave, like, authenticity, and I think sometimes you'd be surprised at how, being authentic and saying, like, "This is what I look like, and I'm in my luteal phase, and my skin is breaking out," or, "I haven't washed my hair in X amount of days," or, whatever it is, like,
Yeah.
people wanna be like, "Oh, yeah, same. I also,
Yeah.
like, look like a trash bag at the end of the week." Like, I'm dressing like Adam Sandler, and I mean, listen, like, do we all like to dress up? But, like, for the most part, like, I'm driving my child to school with no bra on, that's the go-to. So, I think in a world where people, like, see so many people made up, like, people really crave, like, authenticity
Yeah.
and this is just a PSA of, like, we wanna see the real you. We don't
Yeah.
wanna see your filter. Like, every person is individual in their own way, and I think that's important to showcase that when you can.
For
But,
sure.
again, I highlight my hair, I dye my eyebrows with
Yes,
men's
of
beard
course.
dye, I wear makeup, you know, we're
Of
not
course.
saying don't do that, express yourself how you want to, but if you're gonna try to sell me a product that's gonna tighten my skin and give me, a blurred look, like, that's not the case if you're using a filter. I'll watch back my TikTok videos and I'll feel like, "Oh my gosh, who is that?" And then I realized that retouch filter was on, but that's
Yeah.
okay. We all do our thing, so
Yeah.
all is good. Awesome. Well, that I don't really have like a huge gripe with anything this week, and I think that's just because, I've upped my dose of Zoloft and, I've been chilling. So,
I love that for you.
yeah.
Maybe I should do that.
I mean, honestly, my only, like, gripe is, like, with myself right now in that, like, I cannot seem to get my shit together with the laundry in my home. Like, I will
Mhm.
be on top of it, and then, like, I swear 1 week goes by, and I'm like, "I don't know." I mean, obviously, I own too many clothes, that's obviously.
Mhm.
But I just, like, between kids' clothes, my clothes, sheets, and all of that, that has just, like that's been on my shit list right now of, like, can I just, like, get my life together that way? But there's always next week. This
Do
week
your
is not
best.
happening.
Do your
Next week.
best. It's okay. It's fine.
I've washed the same load of laundry 3 times this week, and I just was like, "You know what? Let's
One more time.
let's go around for another spin here." So they're
Oh
extra
gosh.
clean.
Yeah.
All right, awesome. So what are your do I need this of this week? Anything that's been on your mind of like that you've been wanting, material items, non-material items, what are your thoughts?
Okay, so I have 2 things this week, and I'm gonna start with the non-material item. I need to know if I should or do I need to pick up where I left off in learning Italian.
Ooh, I love that.
And what I mean by learning a language, I mean like Duolingo, right? That's what I've always done, but I'm thinking like I would love to learn Italian. I think it's such a beautiful language, and I'm like, maybe I need to get serious about it and go a little bit beyond the free Duolingo, and potentially maybe look into like real lessons. Um,
Mhm.
what a better time than now? My kids are a little bit older. Like I said, my son's going to college. I need to fill certain voids, do certain things. So do I need to do that and be serious about it? Or on my drive to work, do I stop listening to Dateline and Crime Junkie and
Mm.
perhaps practice maybe on Duolingo more? I don't know.
Do you feel like because you already can speak Spanish, like speaking Italian does come easier or maybe just even understanding it is easier?
I think hypothetically that's what I thought. And there's certain words that, okay, make a lot of sense. And I'm like, okay, grazie, gracias. Okay, those things.
Mhm.
But then you start hearing conversational Italian. I'm like, no idea what they're saying, no idea what they're talking about. So maybe there's like a small advantage, but I don't know. I think that I really need to hone in and do it if I really want to.
Yeah. I love a hobby. We love a
Mhm.
hobby.
We
I'm
do.
I haven't had a new hobby in it's been a couple months, so I've been sticking on my Pilates hobby right
You've
now.
been so good with Pilates.
Yes, and actually I've been baking a little bit of bread lately. I've been kind of getting back into the bread game, so I'm waiting
We
for my
love
neighbor to
that.
give me like a sourdough. But I feel like in our adult life, we don't really talk about how important like having other interests is. And
Mhm.
even if it's like just learning something different, like education is so wasted on the youth. Like, I would love to go back to college right now and like take
Same.
geology. Like,
Yeah.
go in and learn about like rocks and minerals. Like, how fun would that be to, like, go and take a science class or I mean,
Yeah.
maybe not math, but even, like,
No,
I don't
no.
know, just, like, learning about just different things that when we were in college, we were like, "Oh, what a waste of time." We didn't care. We'd rather be sleeping, eating, drinking, hanging
Yeah.
out with friends, and now I'm like, "Oh my gosh," like, I just, like, crave different
Learning.
things,
Yeah.
learning about
Yeah.
something new or I don't know. That's just me. I feel like so I think that's great. That's a great ambition to have is to, here I am like, do I need Sephora's new drop of this? And at least you're educating yourself.
I mean, I don't know if I'll do it. I don't know if I'll follow through, and I do have an actual product that I'm thinking about, but I just kept thinking about it on my way to work. I'm like, "Maybe I should get serious about this," you know?
Yeah, no, no, I love that. I'm obsessed. So I am I'm in the market for a new pair of sunglasses.
Ooh,
I do own sunglasses.
quite a few.
However, I I wanna make a big designer sunglass purchase.
Oh, that's my jam.
I know, and I actually think I want the ones that you have.
The little
Uh,
triangle Gucci ones,
yes,
you
I
need
think
those.
I want those. I feel like I just, like, want something funky for the summer. I'm gonna
Mhm.
spend some time in New Jersey this summer. My dad just got a boat, and we're gonna be out in the water, and I don't know, I
I
just,
love
like,
that.
want, like, a funky sunglass. So I think that's, like, my do I need this? And for our listeners, do you have any recommendations? I recently got a really cute pair of like the Ray-Ban Zuris, which are like a square, and I love them.
I love Ray-Bans.
Yeah, I love them, but I want like a fun like designer pair of like sunglasses. I just think that I don't know. That's just like a little treat myself, you know?
I support this. If you lived here, you could borrow mine for the
I
summer, but
know.
since you decided to leave,
I know. And you always share all of your items, like, if someone's like, "I need a bag," you're like, "Come in my closet."
come
I'm
get it. Come
obsessed.
get it.
I wore a dress that you gave me to, like, a wedding a couple weeks ago that, you know,
Yeah,
as my sisters would call it in my home, the mall. So your closet is the mall.
I love it. I love it.
And what's your material items that you're thinking about?
Okay, since summer's coming, and you know that now we start wearing sandals like almost every day, all the time. I've really been into like, okay, I've got to take care of my feet.
Mm,
I get a pedicure like every 2, 3 weeks, right? But like sometimes in between, you start to feel your feet like, "Ugh, I've been wearing too many sandals." So I came across I guess a line that's called Koba Skincare, and
okay.
they have a specific foot cream that's made out of something called safu oil. I think it's from some sort of nut or seed, I'm not sure if I'm saying it correctly, from Africa, and the product just looks fantastic, and the reviews look great. Everybody that comments looks like it's just I don't know, it looks like a wonderful brand, so I'm interested in it. I think I might order it and see how it works. I just really want to take care of my feet this summer and just, overall, not just my face, not we need to take care of our hands,
I
like,
know, those are things that people forget about, like, when you're putting sunscreen on your face, like, you should be doing it on your hands, like, and actually on your feet too, especially if you're wearing sandals, like, sun
yeah,
exposure, and I feel like that's kind of where you can look like you've aged the most, like, that's where your
yeah.
skin, like, can get, like, crepey and,
Mhm.
no, I love that. I love a good, like, foot scrub and body
Yes.
care and all of
Mhm.
that. Um I kind of on the same this is a do I need to stop doing something?
Okay.
I'm I'm going on a year of having like um not fake nails, but like I
Gel.
was doing dip and I'm doing hard gel now on my
Okay.
nails.
Okay.
So these are my real nails, but they're I get hard gel. They last an entire month.
Mhm.
Um but I'm like do I need to stop doing that? I don't know, like, the chemicals, and I'm like, "Should I give my nails a break?" I just feel like when I don't have my nails done, like, I look like I don't know, I just, like, I look, like, too
You feel like
yucky.
undone. Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Yeah, like and one fell off the other day, and I actually went back to the nail salon, and they put it back on for me, and I just, like I felt, like, so weird with my, like, one broken nail. I was just like, "People must look at me and be like, 'Ew, does she shower?'" Like
No one cares. No one cares. Nobody's looking
no,
at your one nail.
literally. No, literally. But and then, some of the girls at Free People actually, one of the girls at Free People, she does her own nails, and
Okay.
she does Gel X, and she did one of the other girls' nails, and she does these, like, cool designs, and I was like,
Oh, that's nice.
"Oh, maybe I'll do Gel X." So, like, do I need to switch from, like, hard gel to Gel X? Do I need to go back to
Mhm.
dip? Should I take it all off and just, like, give my nails a break, paint them? I mean, regular nail polish, I feel like, does not even last, like,
A
14
day.
seconds,
I
yeah.
know.
So, I'm in that predicament right now of, like, I do a lot of stuff for myself, and my nails is one of them, and I'm like, "Do I really need to do this?" I don't
Yeah.
know.
I get it. I always wonder. I've been doing gel. I don't know if I do hard gel. I think I do regular gel for years. And I'm like, do I need a break? I mean, is this and I'll ask my girl and she's like, you're
Mhm.
fine. But I'm like, of course she's gonna tell me I'm fine. It's like, why
But
would she
you've
not?
like, regular gel lasts for you? See, regular gel
Yeah.
peels off my nails in, like, 3 days.
No, 2 full weeks,
Oh
sometimes
my
3.
gosh, that's crazy. See, the
Yeah.
hard gel, I can do, like, a full month. Like,
Yeah.
it will stay. I mean, it looks really bad at the very end because it's, like, all
Mhm.
grown out, but I feel like I can do I don't know, but I don't know, maybe I'm, like and I know, like, the natural girl look is in right now, so I'm like, "Do I gotta be a natural girl?" I don't know.
Maybe. That's a thought. Have you seen those peel off and peel on sticker things
Yes,
too?
yes, and people
Have you
actually love press-ons too, like, people are
Yeah.
obsessed with press-ons, but
Yeah.
I don't know, I just, like, feel like I'd be, like, typing and then one flings off.
100%. Yeah. That
The
would
other
happen.
day, Caleb came home, he was like, "Mommy, I brought you the most beautiful thing I found on the playground." I was like,
Oh
"Okay."
god.
It was someone's nail, like, someone's
Oh.
press-on.
Oh, sweet boy. You're like,
I was
"Thanks, babe."
like, "This is so
That's
disgusting."
so gross,
I was
but thank
so
you.
I was like, "Ew, thanks."
Oh, no, poor guy. He
I
was
know.
thinking of you. He
He's
could have
like,
brought you a
I
flower, but
found this on the ground, someone's dirty press-on." Disgusting.
it's the
So,
thought that counts,
it is,
Jen.
it's the thought that counts.
We
Um,
love him.
I know. So, okay, so we're going to go into our deep topic this week. And I don't know, why don't you introduce us? You have had some really good ideas of deep topics and introduce the topic and we can kind of discuss it further.
Sounds good. So, kind of piggybacking off of what I started talking about, right? Like when I said, do your filter if you want to. This kind of correlates to that. And it's people are going to talk shit no matter what you do. So do whatever makes you happy. And I say this because if you stay, they're going to talk shit. If you leave, they're going to talk shit. If you reinvent yourself, what's wrong with her? If you don't reinvent yourself, you've let yourself go. Everything. Everyone's going to have an opinion about anything and everything. So I've gotten to a point in my life, and I think it's taken me quite some time to get here, but I just don't give a shit. I'm going to do what's best for me, what's best for my family, as long as I'm not hurting anyone. I think that's always my caveat for everything. As long as I'm not hurting anyone or myself in the process, why not?
For
Everyone
sure.
has an opinion about any little thing, whether it's your family, whether it's your close friends, whether it's people you don't know, whether it's people on the internet, right?
Mhm.
Because we have a lot of
Yes.
those. Um,
Yeah, people
so I
had
think
some issues with our hot takes, specifically mine. People didn't love that I was calling out the guys in the Pilates classes, but you know what? Like you said, people are going to talk shit. Listen, it's my opinion. And
it
also,
is. It
men
is
could
your
still go to
opinion.
Pilates. It's fine. It's
Absolutely.
totally fine.
Go to Pilates. You were just stating not in your class. You didn't like it and you have the
Yeah,
right to say that,
I don't
right?
love a man in my class. Like go back to the gym.
And imagine something so small was, and listen, I also can see people's perspective. I get it. As a gym owner or as a studio owner, I get it. You maybe are trying to do a class for men. I got it. However, I think that if you would have said the opposite, "Oh, I think we should have an all men's class," that somebody would have said something to you, right?
For
So,
sure.
I just think I'm getting to a point, and I love this space that I'm at, that it just I don't know. I'm gonna do what I want, and regardless of people's opinions, it's just like they don't matter anymore. They're like
Yeah.
outside noise. And if I care about you, I'll take your opinion into consideration if you're like my best friend or like someone I care about. But I'm gonna do what feels right for me because why not? You
Yeah.
know what I mean?
No,
So
I get it. I agree. And I think that, that comes with age and experience. And I, especially like early on in my career, like things would really rattle me. And like just being young, like when I was in my like early 20s, like things would really rattle me of, if someone's like said something bad about me or didn't like me, or at work, like there was like a conflict. And I think like it's almost like things seem so extreme when you're younger, and
yeah,
then as you gain this experience just, like, in life, especially in adult life, you really come to this realization that most of the time, 98% of this stuff is really doesn't matter,
yeah.
really doesn't matter, and I think, like, once you come to the conclusion that, like, everyone is talking shit about everyone,
Oh
and I
yeah.
think every person, right, in your head is like you can't really picture your own friends, like, talking shit about you, right? You're like even though, like, when everyone's together, like, especially, I don't know, at least me and my friends, like, we're always talking shit about somebody, like, be so for real, you know?
They're gonna come for you for that for sure.
Oh, definitely, they're coming for me for
Get
that.
ready for the comments.
Yes. But I feel like in some sense, like everyone's gonna do things that people may dislike,
Yeah.
right? And even if you're with someone like your friends or with other friends, they may say something like, "Oh, did you see what she was wearing?" or, whatever. And I think once you come to the realization that like not everyone's gonna like the stuff that you do and the way that you interact in the world, and that like, is so important to almost move past it, and not to say you have to, like, be like, don't care about anything,
Right, right, right.
but knowing the time that, it shouldn't affect your, like, everyday, if that
Yeah.
makes sense.
Yeah, there's like a balance, right? Like obviously I care about certain things that or I take into consideration the advice that my best friend gives me, that like when we you and I talk and you're like, "Lex, get off the ledge." Like you're spiraling for no reason. Obviously you care about things like that for people that genuinely love you. But the people that just have something to say just cuz like it's who cares,
I
honestly.
know.
And I experienced this, and I'll talk about this in a later episode. I experienced this heavily when I still am, but on my GLP-1 journey, when I had so many people talk shit to me about it and say things and talk shit to my face or to someone else. And I was and still am under the care of a doctor. I didn't go get it, at the hair
Mhm.
salon. I was doing it correctly. And I was very ashamed of that for a long time, and I didn't want to talk about it. And it was like, well, I would talk to you and obviously people that would see me and were like, well, shit, where'd you go, Lex? You've lost like a
Mhm.
significant amount of weight. And I never hid it, but it wasn't something that I felt comfortable about. And just a couple weeks ago, I started talking about it on my social media account, on my platforms, and it felt so freeing. And the feedback has actually been really, really positive versus what I was preparing for. And it's when you stop really giving a shit about what people are going to say, I think you can live your truth. And I think that really makes a difference.
No, for sure. And I really agree that you like I said, it's not gonna come easy to everyone, and it doesn't it's and I only say this because I remember someone saying it to me being like, "Oh, you're not gonna care about this one day," and, like, in my head, I'm like, "How will I, like,
Right. How am I going
not
to
be
get there?
upset when, X, Y like, when my insurance plan gets denied for,
Yeah. Oh my
what"
God. That was
you
so
know?
traumatic.
Yeah, and, like, now I'm like, "Oh god, please, like, let me call them, let me see who I need to schmooze and,
Yeah.
like, whatever," and that's why I even tell students that I work with now that, you know, you you don't have to be combative in things that you do,
Right.
you can just, like, take people's feedback into and whether you use it or don't use it, like, there's
Right.
there's compromise in everything,
Mhm.
but I agree in that everyone is gonna have an opinion, and
Right.
a lot of times it does come from jealousy. Like,
Yeah.
I really agree that and I'm a culprit of it too, like, being jealous of someone and talking shit about them or,
Yeah.
in a safe space, not and I'm not saying like you need to bully people. Please don't be bullying people, but
No.
or thinking certain things and sometimes I have to tell myself like why am I thinking that? Like no, oh no, I'm like jealous of what they have or what they look like or, the situation that they're in. So, I think, knowing that and just like making sure you're not moving through life in such a way that like you're preventing doing things because you're worried about what people will think of you.
Yep. Yep. Because then you end up wasting so many years, so much time. Like, I look back and I'm like, "Oh my gosh, I used to care about, like, the dumbest things," or, or even I'm harsh enough on myself. You
I
know what I
know.
mean? I am my own worst critic. I
Mhm.
will get in my own way so many times. To listen to people tell me shit that they know nothing about my life, like, please,
Yeah.
like,
No. No, I agree.
done. Yeah.
No. And I'm so over feeling like, "Oh, I shouldn't, like, post this picture because I don't look
Yeah.
the way I wanna do," or, "I shouldn't buy this outfit because 'cause I'm not exactly in the weight that I wanna be in," or
Right.
and it's especially as a woman, I feel like we are so self-critical.
For sure.
We take everything that we do, every decision that we make, and I feel like we overall, like, honestly, to ourselves, like, we need to stop listening to, like, our own inner demons
Yeah.
sometimes and just be like, "Let me do whatever the fuck I want," you know?
I would never talk to people the way I talk to myself
Oh
sometimes,
my
ever.
gosh.
Ever. Like, I
No.
just would never think about speaking to someone how I talk to myself, and I have to catch myself and be like, "What the fuck am I doing?" Like,
Yeah. No, no,
if
no.
I'm not my biggest cheerleader, who else is going to be? And I'm not talking
No.
about being, narcissistic or anything like that. I'm just talking about being proud of where you are, of what you've done, you know? So,
Mhm. No, and agree with that because I get into that sometimes where I'll say to my husband, like, "I and, like, I want a bigger house," or,
yeah.
"We want nicer cars," or whatever, and he's so good about being like, "We own a house." Like,
Yeah.
not a lot of people our age can do that in this financial economy, and,
Yeah.
we have, like, a healthy kid, and sometimes I have to, like, bring myself back, and I'm like, wait, you're right, like and not to say that, like, you wanna dream for things, and that's okay
Yeah.
too, but being like, also accepting the great things that you do have can sometimes be difficult and accepting, like, I have a body that moves every day. Maybe it doesn't look exactly how, like, I envision it in my head or want it to be, but
Yeah.
I'm lucky enough that I can move my body and I have a brain that's functioning in a way that I can have a job and, not
For
just,
sure.
like, being grateful for those different things.
Yeah, agreed. I actually just talked about it today. I think I did a video. Was it today or yesterday? I don't know what day it is anymore. But I also talked about the flip side of that, right?
Mhm.
You can be grateful for what you have, right, in this very moment and still have ambition for more. And I think there's a space that nobody really talks about with that where you're like, "Oh, but you're not grateful." No, I absolutely am. Like
For sure.
I dreamt about where I am now, at this place in my life with my kids, with my home, with my job, but that there's nothing wrong with wanting more. I
Of
think
course.
catching yourself and saying, let me enjoy this moment," super important, you know?
Yeah, I think us being in that moment and recognizing that and sometimes you wish away,
Yeah.
you wish away the time, and I'm trying to be so present in I already feel like I look at my 5-year-old and I'm like, "Where did this baby go?" Like,
Yeah.
he's not even, like, chunky like he used to be, like, he's just like a little string bean of a child now, and I'm like, "Where was this, like, fat little baby that I had?" And, I'm sure every mother feels this way, but of just like it being in that moment and like the time, like just trying to embrace it while
Yeah.
also trying to not lose your shit at 7:30 p.m. Like put your pajamas on and go to bed.
Yeah. No, it really is just like a balance, right?
hmm It's
But
hard, but it's
it's
no, but
hard.
I think that, just to kind of bring it back, like everyone's gonna talk shit. Do what you want to do in life. Don't let people stop you from making the video, posting the thing, starting your business, branching out into something, trying a new hobby like we talked about earlier. You want to go do ice skating lessons? Like go take ice skating lessons. You want to go do a dance class? You want to try horseback riding? Like
Yep.
do do things for you, like, who cares what people will say and how they, because likely they're jealous or, they want what you have
Right.
or they're mean or they could just be mean people. Like, I completely stand by that.
Yep, agreed. I mean, how long maybe would have done this podcast a year before if I wasn't so scared or if I wouldn't have even I don't know, I've thought about this for so long. And
Yeah,
it wasn't until like we came together and talked about it that I was like, "All right, let's go." From one day to
yeah.
the next, you're like, "Go get the equipment, go get the stuff." But I had been
Mhm.
dreaming about something like this for years and I was like, "Nope, what are they going to say about me? What is the girl that I went to middle school with going to say about me? Like she probably
Yep.
thinks I'm an idiot." And I'm like, nobody cares, and if they do, good, and if they support
Yeah.
me, awesome, like, who
And let them think we're idiots, right? Like, let them think
cares?
that, like, then don't listen, you
Yeah,
know? Y
scroll along, keep
yeah,
going.
you see you hey, this is a PSA to everybody. You don't like something you see on the internet, you can keep scrolling.
Mhm.
The haters in the comments
It's
and the
wild.
like, if you won't say that to somebody's face, don't comment it. Like,
Yeah,
I feel strongly about that. Like, you can just keep scrolling. You can just keep moving on. You don't need to and I feel like I feel bad for, like, big creators that, like, get so much hate on things, and I'm like, "Oh my gosh," like,
I can't
this is
imagine that. I run a motivational page where I post quotes for the love of God, quotes like positivity, and I
yes.
get so much hate. I'm like, "Sir, if that doesn't apply to you, keep it moving." And
Yes.
again, I'm also cognizant of the fact that maybe it's people displacing their emotions or whatever, but I'm like, "Holy shit, it's a quote page, dude, like, relax."
Like,
Like,
it's not that deep, like, no one
and
is saying that you need to
yeah.
do X, Y, and Z, it's just a quote, like
It's
and
crazy.
even the advice we're saying here, you don't have to take it.
Oh,
Like,
please, yeah.
these are the things we want, you don't have to buy it.
No.
You don't have to listen. You d
Nope.
really this is just, like, us shooting the shit, talking about the things that we like and things that are on our mind, and hoping that people relate to some
Yeah,
of these things and think about that. I think people are afraid of, of what people think, and it stops them from potentially doing, like, really great things.
agreed. Agreed.
So, this is your sign. If there's something you were wanting to do and
Do
something's
it.
been stopping you, do it, go out there, do it, tag me in it, and I will support you in that, and if it's a new hobby, maybe I'll join it too because
Maybe you will.
your girl loves a hobby and I love to buy things, so if
Yep.
there's something I gotta buy with it, I'm there.
And I can guarantee you on that note to end this, that there is somebody less qualified than you that's already doing it.
Oh, absolutely. So get
Yeah.
out there, do it, try the thing, post the video. I wanna see your outfits. I love watching, like, people's, like, day to days, like, this day in my life as I often are watching, like, day in my life as I work at Free People. I
Yeah.
literally work at Free People, like, I know what they're doing, but I'm like, "What do they have in that store?" Like, the
Yeah,
craziest things. I'm like, the things that people are entertained by, you'll be surprised. So put your stuff out there. There's a corner of the internet for everyone or a corner of this earth for everyone to experience the things that they find useful to them.
for sure. Agreed.
Okay, so I love that. That was so good. Let's do our recommendations for the
Let's
week.
go. Okay.
Um, my first recommendation this week is something that I have started doing that has been really helpful for me.
Okay.
And it's called habit stacking. Have you heard of
Mhm.
this
I
before?
have. Mhm.
So I've been trying to habit stack and also in a way that I'm almost like trying to train my brain to multitask too.
Okay.
So if it's whether I'm like listening to a podcast and folding laundry, or I'm trying to set up the systems in my home in a way
Mhm.
that multiple things are happening at the same time.
Right.
So one of the recommendations that I had seen on TikTok and that I started doing this week was planning out my week, and I know I just, like, talk shit about how, like, I can't seem to get my laundry done on time, but that being said, it's a work in progress. Your girl's
Yes.
trying. But setting up my week in a way where I'm like, Monday, my goal is and this is, like, this is just, like, purely home stuff. So, like, my goal on Monday is to, like, if I was having dinner with someone, I'm having dinner, but I'm gonna make sure, like, before I go to bed, I'm gonna put a load of laundry in and, like, have my washer started at 3 o'clock in the morning. So when then I wake
Okay.
up in the morning, I can switch it over to the dryer, and then, like, I'm already
Nice.
halfway done that laundry load. Or similar to with the dishwasher, or trying to say, another thing people do that I don't do is, like, close down their kitchen at night, like,
Okay.
almost like a closing shift where they're, like, wiping down the counters and the table, and I'm just like, I'm not a inherently organized person, so I'm trying to say, like, 2 days a week, I'm going to
Mhm.
do those things, and trying to, like, listen to an audiobook while I do those things, and I'm trying to, like, stack those things where I'm pairing them to be slightly enjoyable, so
I like that. I like
that's my
that.
that's my recommendation of, like, something I'm working on that is
Okay.
hopefully get me a little bit more organized, like, in my life. It's just hard. It's hard working full-time, parenting,
It is. It is.
living, cooking, feeding.
Doing doing all the
Yes.
things. Well,
Yes.
I when I had heard about habit stacking, I think I had seen someone that was like, "Okay, when I brush my teeth, I'm, like, walking around getting steps in." So that's kinda like how I took it. So when I'm in the shower, I do squats.
I love
Like,
that.
in between, like, washing my hair or whatever, so I'm like, "Alright, I just did 30 squats this morning," and then the other one I do, because since I drink so much water, I visit the bathroom frequently. Every time I go to the bathroom, I do 10 squats. I probably look like an insane person, and everybody at work is like, "What are you doing?" But you know what? Girl's got her squats in.
No, I love that. Yeah, like, little things like that of just trying to, like, do something to, I don't know, get that stuff done. I'm trying to do anytime we get out of my car, not leaving my car empty-handed, like, if it's, like, a toy
Yeah,
or a pair of shoes or, Pilates socks, like, coming into my house, making sure I'm always holding something, so I'm, like, trying to keep my car clean, like, different things like that. So,
I love that.
that's my recommendation of just, like, a little lifestyle thing I'm trying to work on, and
Mhm.
any recommendations if you do habit stack or use any good apps or different things, let your girl know.
Awesome. Well, mine is more, I guess, superficial than that. So, I think that everyone should use a bonnet at night, a silk bonnet. It has changed my hair. I know I've told you I'm still on this hair journey after frying my hair off and doing the whole Abby Young method. But funny enough, my 11-year-old daughter was like, "You should sleep with a bonnet." And I'm like, I can't do that. It bothers
Mhm.
me. Whatever. I started a couple weeks ago. It's I'm telling you, it's changed my hair, and I have, like, a silk one from well, silk from Amazon, like, it's I don't know if there's nicer ones, I'm sure there are. Um, I even will go to sleep with my hair, like, I'll let it air dry, and it's a little frizzy, and I wake up in the morning, and it's like it's got waves, and there's no frizz, and it like, the ends curl in, and I'm like, "What? Did I blow dry my hair
Like,
without
they're just
knowing at
gonna blow
night?"
it
Like,
on at night.
how did I do this? So, that is my recommendation. I was not for it. I didn't think I would be able to, like, keep something on my head. I do have some weird dreams at night sometimes where I feel like I have a helmet on or I'm, like, in space, so I don't know if that's, like, a correlation, but my hair feels healthier. I told my hairdresser, she's like, "Yes, absolutely, great idea." She had also recommended, like, the silk, pillow cover,
Oh, I've
um,
heard of that.
that's supposed to be really good, but
I do
bonnet
not I do not sleep with a silk bonnet, so I often sleep in, like, heatless curls, but I think that would also help with the
keep
heatless
them
curls too, like, keep
yeah.
them on the, like, heatless curling rod.
Yeah.
Um,
So, if anyone or any of our listeners sleep with a bonnet, send pics.
yeah, I love that. We'll do, like, a little bonnet pick
Yeah.
carousel. No, I'm obsessed. And then my other recommendation is this I feel like is really slept on,
Okay.
is the Lush products. The,
Hand soaps or the
yeah,
like the
like,
salts and stuff?
yeah, I have been obsessed with specifically Lush. The scent is Sticky Dates.
Okay.
Um, I think Leah from, Love Island, like, 2 seasons ago, US,
Mhm.
she, like, talked about this scent, and I had gone I'm, like, a gourmand girly, I like to smell, like, vanilla-y and all of that, and I love their stuff. They have, like, a scrub, and if you're
Mhm.
not exfoliating before you shave your legs, this is a game changer. You need to
Okay.
exfoliate the shit out of your legs before you
Okay.
shave, and I swear it makes your legs softer. It feels like you're able to, like, get, like, deeper at the root of your hair. So
Okay.
I've been using their, like, scrub, and then I use their body spray, the Sticky Dates body spray,
Ooh, okay.
and I use their body wash. I love their body wash. It smells so good. All of their products, I feel like are like, they're good products. There's, like, a leave-in conditioner I have that they just smell so good.
Okay.
So, I recommend, like, if you've never been into Lush, like, check it out. I wanna say it's, like, all natural kinda stuff too, and
Mhm.
I'm obsessed with this. Specifically the sticky date smell. If you like a vanilla smell, like, I just love
I
it.
do, I
I
love
get
them.
I get compliments when I wear it, just like and it's not, like, so overpowering, it's more of, like, a body spray. So,
Okay.
that's my recommendation if, anyone's looking to, like, change up their shower routine, get, like, a couple different products. I know they're mainly known for, like, their bath bombs, but I've been obsessed with all of their items, like, for the past year.
I might have to check them out. I don't think I've used them since they first came out, like, a
Mhm.
couple of years ago that everybody was, like, crazy about them, and there's actually one at the mall near me, so I might have to go check that out.
Yes, you should try it, it's really good.
Awesome.
And do you have any other products you're recommending this week?
Okay, actually, I was gonna save it for next week, but I can't gatekeep this. The brand is Hamish, I don't know if I'm saying it right, Hamish, Heimish. The actual best SPF I have ever used.
Ooh, okay.
It does not leave any of that white cast. It doesn't, like, leave little things on your skin. I started to use it because I saw an influencer on TikTok talk about it, and I ordered it, and I will not be doing anything else. It just also, like, it feels like it hydrates your skin, it doesn't dry it out. Love it. I don't know what other products they have, but I think I bought mine at through their store on Amazon. It wasn't even that expensive, and it's every day. I actually I hate wearing SPF. I know it's good for you, you
Me
have to,
too.
but I hate, like, putting it on and then I
I
feel like,
know.
oh,
It like
it's like
it just, like and it has a smell to it usually, and I feel
yes,
like
yes, yes,
I
yes.
hate that feeling. It's like a sensory overload.
Try this. It will
Okay.
change the game. So, that's my rec.
I usually use the, like, unscreen, which I don't love as well, so I'll definitely order this because I need something that especially in the summer, like, they even
Yep.
say if you work near a window, you should, making sure you're wearing
Yeah.
sunscreen every day. When you're driving in your car, like, all of that sun
You can wear
exposure
gloves.
yeah. I know, you're about to catch me, like, gloved out driving because, like,
Literally.
the hands, I need to protect the hands.
I agree. The neck, the deck, the hands, the
I
feet.
know.
We're hello,
Just,
self-care.
like just lather me in sunscreen. I always say, which I feel like it was you that told me that you had gone to that, like, super nice hotel where they had, like, that thing that you went in and it, like, sprayed you
Yes,
all
your
as
entire
sunscreen.
body, 360. It was great.
We need that, like, that needs to be everywhere, like, I need one of those in my house that I just, like, go in and, like and with everything, like, spray lotion on me, like, moisturize
Yes.
me, like, I need that kind of system in my life.
So many things that we need.
I know. We're gonna hit it big. We're gonna win the lottery. Manifesting that now.
Yes.
All right, awesome. Well, anything else that you have for our listeners?
That's it for this week.
Yes, well, we hope you guys have a wonderful upcoming week and hopefully you're trying all of our recommendations or if there are things that you want us to try, we would love to try it and post about it and make sure you're tagging us if you're listening to the podcast. We'd love to feature you on our social media and make sure you like and subscribe wherever you listen to podcasts. And thank you for listening to Do I Need This?
See you guys next week.